Hey y'all, so I'm on the road. Just a quick video before the video. Will, as some of you that know my family, Will is in the hospital. He's okay, but he's gonna be in for a couple of weeks. So if you could do thoughts, prayers, anything that you do like that, that would be great. Okay, let's get on to the video. Hey y'all, welcome to Resale Therapy. My name is Tracy. I go by Kidlet and I sell on Mercari, eBay, and now Facebook Marketplace. I'm recording from my car because somehow I deleted my intro, but let's get into it. Today, we're going to look at jewelry. Jewelry that sold last year in the year 2021. So let's get into it. All right, before we get started, I want to let you know that most of this jewelry was purchased per pound. There may have been a couple of pieces I purchased individually that I wanted for myself and then changed my mind. But for the most part, they were either in a jar, Goodwill Blue Box, shopgoodwill.com, or purchased from another YouTuber. And there was some that was purchased on Facebook Marketplace. All right, let's get started. So this first piece is vintage gold tone bundle of wheat brooch, and it sold for $6. I love the detail on this one. Let me show you. Isn't that cool? Anyway, this second piece was purchased from Texas Gal Treasures in a monthly subscription box. I decided to give it a shot. It was a sample box. Let's go in. Look at that. Isn't that adorable? Pewter cat on a lamp, and it is a brooch, and it sold for $12. This set was, I believe, in the Facebook Marketplace bundle, I think. It was either that or the shopgoodwill.com box. And what it is an amber necklace for a teething baby, and they just wear it around their neck. My daughter had one and it helped a lot. She was the third child and she had less teeth issues than the other two. So we attribute it to that. I have also heard since then that it isn't as recommended for choking reasons. We never had an issue. If anything, it would fall off more than it would do anything else. This next one is a Henry designed New York 16-inch red coral necklace. Now, eventually, my final pictures do not have this orange bar so you can see things better, but this was a nice piece and it sold for $21. This next one is a antique brass Christmas tree brooch. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Very nice sparkly rhinestones, and it sold for $7. Another one with a bar across. That means it was Mercari. This is an Alex and Annie energy love wrap bracelet, and if you can't totally see because of that orange bar, but if you look at the bracelet, it is an open wrap, unlike their slider bracelets. Anyway, it sold for $11. This next piece is off center and it's kind of bugging me, but we'll get through it. Okay. This is an Anne Klein gold tone necklace. I love these big circles with the flowers in them, and it sold for $15. This is one of the first pieces I got when I started this journey with jewelry. A vintage brown bead pendant costume jewelry necklace. Very, very quaint, very cute. I liked it, but it wasn't selling, so I eventually knocked it down to $5, and it sold. This was a set of 3 rhinestone stretch bracelets. They were very cute. I remember getting these before I started the journey. I really liked them, and they are Daisy Fuentes. I eventually gave them up and sold them for $5. Too bad I can't see this to show you, but this was a gorgeous necklace. I compared it to others and it was starting out, so I used these keywords: Art Nouveau, Edwardian, possibly Czechoslovakian, but I have no idea. Luckily, it sold. for $20. Yeah, I wouldn't guess like this again because I really don't know, but this was beautiful. Darn it, I wish you could see this pin. Okay, so the story on this pin, I was at a garage sale and I picked up a couple of things, and this lady's like $1 for the pin, and then she's like 50 cents for the pin, and then she goes, just take the pin. And when they do that, you just kind of, okay, I'll take the pin. Then I looked up this pin, and it's an artist who has a rather large following, but it's like a quiet following. And he has a lot of these pins that he does for different events he goes to, and at least one a year. Some of them sell really well. This one, it took a while, and it finally sold for $11. This set came in one of my very first Goodwill blue boxes. We had several different pieces by Celebrity Gems. This one was a set of 2 necklaces that were meant to go together. In fact, they came connected. And you could either wear them all as one, or you could take the medallion on that twist rope by itself. What is the twist chain? I can't remember. Anyway, so this was a gorgeous piece that sold for $15. Another Alex and Annie bracelet. This one came in a blue box, if I recall correctly, and it sold for $11. This one came, I believe, in a Goodwill blue box as well, and it was that little piece in the back there is an origami owl connector, and it came with it, but the necklace itself was not origami owl. And then I think one of these pendants with floating charms in it was in another box, so I just collected them all and put them in one, and the whole set sold for $21. So the next few pieces of jewelry were part of a challenge that I took part in with some other YouTubers resellers. The challenge was to take 10 pieces or 10 items and have our members and each other's members vote on it. So viewers could vote and choose the 5 that they wanted to go up for auction, and then they would all go up for auction at 99 cents starting, and the person who sold their items for the most money won the challenge. I did not win. However, I won because I sold some items, and this was the highest selling item. This diamond ring, white gold, and it sold for $115.08. The other thing about this was these next 3 pieces of jewelry all came in the same Goodwill blue box. Yes, that's right. This diamond ring came in a Goodwill blue box, along with this vintage Christian Dior necklace. Yep, same box, and this one sold for $61. But also in that box was this pendant, this gorgeous silver, sterling silver pendant with a tortoise and a hare, and it sold for $110.50. So now these 2 snake chain European charm bracelets, I think they came in 2 different boxes or 2 different sources. I don't remember which sources at this point. I put them together and they sold for $8. These vintage Monet gold tone clip-on earrings sold for $15, and I believe they came from Texas Scout Treasures. Now this one has quite the story. One year for my birthday, we went to the bins, and in the very last bin, as we were getting ready to check out, I find this little box, and in this box was a ring. I closed it, we cashed out, I went to the car squealing, we opened it and checked it out. It didn't have a stone in it, but it sure as heck was gold. And I did sell it separately from the box, but this box I sold for $20. So yeah, don't discount the jewelry boxes, especially if they're old and unique. So this next piece I got early on out of a Goodwill blue box is a magnetic necklace. So no clasps to fidget with, just magnets, and it was beautiful. I don't know if I can zoom in enough. Oh, there we go. This is lime green cloisonne, which is fine wires put in place and then enamel poured into the cavities made by the wires. And then faux hematite, the magnetic stuff. And it's a cute, cute necklace. I was very tempted to keep this one, as cute as it was, and it sold for $10. And this is the ring that was in that box that I found at the bins. And it sold for $89.97. Now, I found this in one of the few boxes I purchased from shopgoodwill.com. It is a leather multi-strap gorgeousness bracelet. Lots of texture going on and a feather, which usually I do not like. But this one was very, very cute. And it sold for $7. This is one of those celebrity gems, but this is a celebrity without the gems, I guess. But it's just celebrity written on the back, which was kind of an MLM, sort of, back in the late 60s, early 70s. They didn't last very long, but they had some cute jewelry. Very Egyptian revival, as I put in the title here. A necklace and a pair of earrings that were clip-on, and the set sold for $17. Next is this bookmark with an enamel filled angel. There were two of these, and I believe the other one sold later on, but this it isn't cloisonne because it's pre-stamped, so I think it's called Chevrolet. I don't remember. But this little bookmark sold for $8. This next piece is a leather bracelet, strap bracelet by Ellie, Lenny, and Ava, and it usually has an umbrella logo. And the cool thing about their stuff is that you can change out the brass tags. They are clipped in place. The little clips are part of the bracelet. See if I can zoom in there. See right there, you can see the clip is clipping into the hole of the Inspire tag. So you could buy other tags and change it out to whatever suit your mood. And this one doesn't have a price, but it's sold. For how much, I don't know. And for that, I apologize. Probably more than $5. I just don't know how much more. This is one of the very, very, very first pieces I got. I had bought 2 jewelry jars and I didn't record going through them, and then I felt bad. And then the mom and pop shop that I go to a lot, they had jewelry bags, probably one of the only times they ever did. And this and a purple one that I still have available for sale, and it's not sapphire, it's amethyst, were in these bags. And I thought they were gorgeous and I thought they'd sell right away. Not sure how much this sold for because apparently I cut it off, but it did sell. And yeah, I still have the purple one if anybody's interested. All right, at least I kept the price on this one. This was a very cute ring, a Silvertone with a little crystal ball. Was it crystal really? I don't know, but it was very cute, and it was shaped like a swan on both sides, and it sold finally for $10. This sold almost immediately after I posted it, and it all depends on who sees it, because if she hadn't bought it, it probably would have just sat there. I don't know, but this gorgeous rhinestone necklace, luckily I have I don't want to call her a dummy, she's my model, and it's just a plastic torso, but draped on the shirt just like that was enough for that person to say, yes, I need that in my life. And they bought it for $22. I wrapped this on the pillow, but really it's a belt. But I guess if you wanted to wear it as a bracelet, you could. It is a vintage Anne Klein, and it was 26 inches long. A snake chain, and it sold for $10. So this one is very interesting. I don't know if I can zoom in enough to see, but it's a coin. It's not a real coin, but it's coin-like, medallion-like, and it has that black enamel and all the way around in those corners, and then on the black are Swarovski crystals. Am I saying that right? I have said it wrong so many times, but I think I finally have it right. Swarovski. Swarovski. Okay. And it sold finally for $30. Okay. I remember these being, wow. When spell check fails you, that says funny box. It's not supposed to say funny box. It's supposed to say fun box. So it sold for $4, which is fine. Either way. They were a green enamel on gold tone. They were clip-ons, so I was glad to sell them for $4. So this next one came in, I'm pretty sure it came in a shopgoodwill.com box. And it is a Silvertone Concho belt, but it didn't have any jewels on it. It was just those pieces, and it sold for $12. This piece I thought would sell quicker, but it did eventually sell for $39. It is a vintage Kramer from New York. Nice brooch, very cute, and yeah, I'm glad it sold for $39. That was a big day in my life. This was a really cute bracelet with tiger's eye, and it was a coiled memory wire kind of bracelet, and it sold for $9. It was very sweet. This one took forever to sell. It was 4 bracelets in total, and it came on a card, like nobody had worn it before. 4 brass pieces, the coin, a leaf, a flower, and a cross for $3.50. This was cool. I like this. We have a category here that we call of jewelry that we call Punk Princess, where it's a splash of fancy with a splash of punky. Like, you know, we got the spikes, but we got the rhinestones, so we're okay. And this was by Express, and it sold for $9. This was a very pretty necklace. Not sure if it's kind of art deco, kind of art. That's what I put down on the thing. I still struggled with, I really struggled with whether it was art deco or not, but it sold for $15. Very nice. There was no name on it, but yeah. This was another Alex and Annie, and why I'm only zoomed into one medallion on that, I'm not sure, but okay. And this was one that I had bought for myself, so I didn't make a lot of money because I bought it for myself at $3.50 and it sold for $6, but I did wear it for a little while. All right, this came from my Goodwill, shopgoodwill.com box, and it was a nice brooch with some green enamel in it, but it was missing a stone. So I lowered the price to $20 because of that stone, and it sold. Here is that other bookmark. Why am I putting it with jewelry? Because it's metal and enamel, and it came with jewelry. Enough said. I don't remember now what the other one sold for, but this one sold for $6. This was kind of cool. This is a Monet, and it is a collar, meaning it sits at the collar. I think that it's called the princess length. Still learning this. It sits at the collarbone. And that little piece in the back is an extension also by Monet, specifically for this necklace. And depending whether you want it higher up on the neck or lower. And it sold for $18. I loved this bracelet. This was so pretty. I thought about keeping it for myself, but I didn't. Very cute with different shades of green and blue with a dark gray, almost, what do you call it, gunmetal? Oh, there it is, gunmetal gray going around it like branches. And it sold for $7. This was just a Pandora keepsake trinket box. I guess I put it in this because you put jewelry in Pandora. It sold for $8. This was so much fun. This piece was so much fun. Is gold tone bobble and chain necklace, no name on it, and it sold for $16. So fun. This was super cute. I thought it might sell for more. This is a Webkinz charm bracelet with 3 charms on it. We got the hippo taking a bath, the monkey eating a banana, and then a pig just hanging out, and it sold for $7. This was different. It looks like a bunch of rivets, so I put that in the title. It also looked like push pins or something. No name on it, so you know, $7, I'll take that. But with a mixed metal, yes please, $7. This was a pearl necklace, very a simple necklace, and very tiny pearls. It sold for $10, and that's fine. This was a fun piece. It's like beach glass, sea glass, what do you call that? But not all of them were, so I wasn't sure how to sell that, but rainbow glass and putting pride in there, that seemed to help, and it sold for $7. I picked these up individually. I bought them for $1 at a thrift store that supported autism. And it sold for $33 because it is turquoise and sterling silver. They were gorgeous. So worth it. This is faux turquoise, and I thought I was just going to have to donate this one. Faux turquoise, Silvertone, very plasticky, had some wear on the back. It did have a tag on it, but it was so worn in the color around the neck from probably rubbing up against other jewelry that I thought I was just going to have to donate it back into, you know, or put it in a mixed lot of some sort. But somebody wanted it really bad, and it sold for $4, and they gave me a rave review because they loved it so much. So I'm so glad I kept it up there. Kermit the Frog pin. I thought this would sell a little quicker, but it did sell, and it sold for $10, and I was so happy it went to someone who was thrilled to get it. So this next piece made me think of Farrell's ice cream from back in the 70s and 80s. If you're from California and you're like Gen X, you probably know what I'm talking about, or older. Otherwise, you probably don't know unless you live in my area and you saw one of the last remaining ones that popped up for a short while. It did sell, not from that nostalgia, from other reasons I won't get into. I was just glad it sold. It sold for $8. And that's the last piece that sold in 2021. I have to say, I only half-heartedly posted my jewelry. Probably because I was so focused on the bigger items. But now things are a little tighter, and I gotta get rid of jewelry because it's taking over my bedroom. So I am more focused on it than ever before. So maybe in next year's slow review of this year, you'll see a lot more pieces. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. I appreciate you all so much. Until next time, have a great day, have a great tomorrow, and I'll see you next time. Bye!